Hi guys, welcome to the Art of the Chase, a channel all about chase cards in the Pokemon TCG. I wanted to create a channel that not only talks about investing and making money of the hobby, but something more important that brings the hobby to life. I am talking about the artworks and the artists behind the cards. I want to talk about them, about the artists, because without them, we wouldn't be spending so much money chasing the cards that we love. We wouldn't enjoy the hobby as much if the card designs were, not that artistic or not that beautiful. So this channel is mostly about them and of course me trying to get my hands on the chase cards. Most importantly, I just want to state, that clearly that I am not a fine arts expert. I don't even consider myself as an artist, just some guy who loves the art and view them as works of art, instead of an investment. Let's get back into business. For our first content, we are definitely going to talk about the latest Scarlet and Violet set, and the most important chase card is the Akira Komoyama's Miriam card. There are a few cards I like in the set, and I might, create more content about them, later on. But let's talk about the Miriam card. If you guys didn't know, the Miriam card was first introduced in the Japanese Violet EX expansion set. It was first illustrated by the artist Sanosuke Sakuma. It's a really beautiful card. The design is in an anime style. You can see the thick lines and the really pop art colors. And if you look at the bulk of Sakuma's work, she seemed to be an expert on, Pokemon trainer cards. She has done so many of these Pokemon card trainers and she illustrated so many of them. But her most famous work is one of my favorite card designs. I am sure everybody has seen this, the Latios and Latios tag team card, in which you see them, forming a heart shape. Now, a word from our sponsors. Just kidding. Okay, sorry for the sidetrack. Akira's, Miriam card is not sought after, because it's not only a waifu card in Japan, but it's also a very playable card in the TCG meta. Firstly, how I would describe the card is that it's an overall desaturated pink. And pink cards are really unique. We don't often see a lot of pink colored cards. And as you can see, the structure of the layout, it's sort of like a grid. It looks as though it was taken from a comic book page. It feels like Akira is trying to show us what Miriam's day would look like, or a scene surrounding her would look like through the different grids in the background. She could have just drawn a simple hospital scene, but she chose to be a little bit more abstract, a little bit more playful with her background, even adding some splashes of colors in a dynamic angle to show the urgency of the scene. And the one thing that breaks the foreground and background would be the shadows. Beautiful pop art style with graphic patterns on it. This definitely doesn't look like a normal Pokemon card. She strives to add her personal style to her cards, and I can show you some of her personal work that she has done, and you can see the similarities in all her work. Because it's an SAR card, you can tell that she pushes her creativity to another level to create a very unique illustration that people collecting Pokemon cards would definitely enjoy looking at. There are some really cool cards she drew for the Pokemon company, which I am sure you didn't know. Another personal favorite would be the XY generation set, Charmander, Charmeleon, and the Charizard. It was one of, the first few cards that has a timeline, very similar to the, Scarlet Violet Gardevoir cards. If you like the content, please hit the like button, turn on the notification, and consider subscribing. Let me know what your thoughts are about the Miriam card in the comment box below. Okay, let's open some packs. So I think later on you'll see, I think this was me just trying to figure out the right setting to, film pack opening. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm just flicking through different cards. And I mean, you can even see, at the back of the wall, you see there's this. I opened the pack and I got a hit, and it's a really cool card, Mega Zone. But yeah, I was just testing the lighting, testing my setup, but. Yeah, I think at the end of the video you'll find out why I'm doing it, why I use this video. I was just testing out, we were just thinking about having like 12 packs, just to open up and find the right angle, find the right setup. Yeah. And it's really messy right now. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. How I'm holding the cards, placing all these different, cards on the side, I think that's what's going through my head right now. And yeah, I mean, I had a fun time, opening up the pack and everything. Yeah. I don't remember getting a lot of good cards, but I think in the end you'll be really impressed with, what I opened. I mean, precisely why I had to, use this video. I didn't really record me talking or me opening a pack, Yeah, I mean, this is my first video. I mean, thanks guys for watching, You guys have been, listening to me ranting for 7 minutes, and if you, if you're listening to this, I really appreciate it. Really, appreciate the time that you take me. The time you take to watch all these. Yep, and then you look like what the hell I'm doing, just fanning the cards. Really have yeah. I'm still trying to perfect the way I break the cards and. Yeah, I don't do this all the time. I just want to make it look neat and clean. But I really love, opening up packs and, ripping out the plastic and, looking at finding cards that, I like and, just staring it up close, see how they draw, see how they, come to life lah. Yeah, see me, We have a Viper. We have Polar Gyarados, and then we have a Heracross, Defiance Band, Drifblim Captain, Palpad, and the Gyarados EX. Yeah, so that was a nice hit. So this guy's so the artist, I was just looking around, and they're actually quite famous. The artist behind this Gyarados is 5-band graphics. I'm not sure if you heard of them. They are a huge company. I mean, in my head, they're a huge company that helps Pokemon to design their 3D cards. They have done a lot of different Pokemon designs. A lot mostly in 3D. They did some Charizard and some M series 3D cards. A really interesting anime style with huge in Japanese graphics on it. I'll add it on the screen, and I think yeah. I mean, to me, there's a huge debate online whether whether people like them as an artist. Like this, it's a 50-50. Some people really hate their artwork, some people really like their artwork, but they have done a lot for the company. In my head, I think that if I I think they are pretty. I mean, they probably charge at this decent rate. I don't think that it's more super expensive. I look at their stats. They are like about, they did about 1,500 cards. A lot of them are like really a 3D style, and then I think at one point it's a super. I mean, 3D was a really big thing there back then. Okay, so now look at what I was talking about. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying to adjust the cards. I'm just trying to get into the shot and see how do I do it in the future. I mean, the lighting is all over the place. I don't have the right setup yet. I like the idea of having this cutting mat on the table. While opening cards. So it just adds a bit of concept to the whole video. Yep. And then me, I'm so sorry, flipping all these cards really fast. Like the camera's all shaking. Yeah, I mean, just checking out all the Scarlet Violet, cards. This is the second time I opened this. I think I opened ETB once. Didn't get anything interesting. This is like the first booster I ever bought. Pokemon, we have Palpad. Yeah, a lot of these cards I don't really know how to pronounce, so yeah, I'm really sorry. Cloncha, Arboliva. What comes up with all these names so difficult to pronounce? I mean, am I just getting old? Or I haven't played the game yet, if you're wondering, so yeah, don't really have a lot of time to do that. There's been so much things to do. Lechonk, Stally, Tarantula, Senaconda, Catty, Ratum, and the Akira Miriam card. So, I mean, I think that's why, I had to show you this video, and, it was just me fooling around. I pulled the chase card. I mean, I'll definitely come out with more, and yeah, I was just so bloody lucky. Thanks for making it through. Hope to see you guys again.